Nityanandam, with the grace and blessings of my Guru, His Holiness Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swamiji, I am back to share deeper insights and sacred spiritual truths in the field of conscious conception. In my previous video, I spoke about how the quality of a human civilization depends to a great extent on the parental ecology. We spoke about how our core belief system and our thought currents either make us or break us. Today, I'm here to share a very beautiful scientific study, research study by Dr. Greg Braden. Greg Braden studied the impact of human emotions on DNA. In this very sweet study, I would say, he studied how the DNA responded to our emotions. When a person was subjected to a very stressful situation, where he was going through anger, worry, he was fearful, the DNA actually constricted and it became smaller. Whereas when the same person was in a space of joy and gratitude, his DNA elongated and it became longer. On the basis of this study, it was also concluded that you can add more years to your life span just by living your life in the space of joy and gratitude. Living your life in a space of joy and gratitude, you could actually live 10 years longer with the same kind of life circumstances as compared to people who are constantly worrying and cribbing about their life circumstances. Today, I would like to talk about the external factors which contribute to the internal ecology. Needless to say, our thoughts and our emotions basically is our internal miri or our internal ecology. The ahara or the food that we consume and our thoughts and emotions are very closely connected. In the Chandogya Upanishad, it is said, Ahara Shuddhau Sattva Shuddhihi, Sattva Shuddhau Dhruva Smritihi, Dhruva Smriti Lambhe, Sarva Grantinam Vipramokshaha. So much so that the Vedic seers say that the kind of food that you eat matters even for your own enlightenment. Swamiji says, in today's toxic lifestyle, eating a pure organic vegetarian sattvic food becomes one of the very essential requirements for somebody to even attain enlightenment. Now, let us not even go that far as to enlightenment itself, which is the ultimate purpose of human life, even limiting ourselves to the immediate needs and requirements. We are talking about how Ahara Shuddhe Sattva Shuddhihi, which means that by purity of food comes purity of your thought, purity of your mind. So, the food and your mind, the health of your mind are very closely connected. We would have all seen it. Depending on the kind of food that we have consumed through the day, our mood swings and our emotions keep varying. As per Ayurveda, food is of three types. You have sattvic food, rajasic food, and tamasic food. Sattvic food is something which actually is the most healthiest kind of food that you can consume. And when you eat this kind of food, you would never feel heavy inside you. It gives you the energy to pursue your life, your day's goal and your life's purpose without any kind of a lethargy or dullness. Rajasic food, on the other hand, contributes to a lot of restlessness, agitation. It is more like, tasty on the tongue, but definitely not the right kind of food to run your day, where you feel very heavy, the spicy, oily kind of stuff comes to the Rajasic food category. And the Tamasic food itself imparts an extreme degree of tiredness and lethargy. Apparently, we all have food to get energy to run our system. But most often, what happens is that after eating food, people feel too tired and not energetic enough to do what they want to do. This is about tamasic food. So, the necessity for pure, organic, sattvic vegetarian food can never be overemphasized. Here, I would also like to bring your awareness and listening to another aspect of food itself, non vegetarian food and non organic vegetarian food. Interestingly, both of them have the same kind of impact on the human body mind complex. Non organic food consumption brings with it the qualities of the emotions which the animal must have gone through when it was killed, the fear, the anxiety, the restlessness, the violence, the hatred, all of that becomes a part of our system. Unfortunately, if you are thinking that, by eating a vegetarian food, you are saved, you need to look in. Are you consuming the right kind of vegetarian food? Unless until you are consuming organic, sattvic, pure vegetarian food, you are still not safe. It was a very startling revelation Swamiji was sharing in one of the satsangs, where he saw that the youngsters who come for a few weekend programs or a few day programs that happen in the ashram, the basic fabric that he saw was that the youngsters were all had depression. When he was trying to analyze uh, consciously as to what exactly is causing this, he hit upon this startling revelation which said that the chemicals, the non organic pesticides, fertilizers, herbicides that go into growing the vegetarian crops itself, they kind of settle in the subtle brain layers, which kind of tunes these children to receive life negative signals of withdrawal, not being excited about life, and depression. Now, that is something really, really alarming. I would like to share more understandings about the importance of the kind of food that we eat in my forthcoming video. I thank you all for tuning in. Nityananda.